Want a live interview with Viral Hip Hop News? Email me, Sam Ant, at dlsmediainc1@gmail.com. Let's go.
Man, so yesterday, man, we broke this whole Shannon Sharpe down, but at the time we didn't have this new information that was just released maybe a few minutes ago. And it's a videotape of him actually threatening the lady. And also we got his response. We got a lot for y'all. So put your seatbelts on, sit back. We're gonna play the information, the videos, and then we'll speak in more detail about it, man.
Copy
Crazy.
it. Yeah, it is definitely crazy. We're gonna play the audio call first and foremost of the alleged victim and Shannon Sharpe. It's not good, guys. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's
Yeah.
listen.
And you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be a dick to me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
I don't know that mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
All right. So that was one piece of audio, and that didn't sound good at all. Before we get to it, let's hear Shannon's response.
And colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
All right, old guy. And as we kind of talk about this, I had a transcripts up of the conversation between these two. What's your thoughts, man? We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah.
We talked about kind of what the next moves would be for Shannon Sharpe, and coincidentally enough, maybe 10 minutes after, here come the statements, and here comes everything that we were talking about on the video. And then obviously you showed me the audio of that. Things are starting to come out now. You know what I mean? It's we out here now with this. What's your thoughts?
I believe him. I believe Shannon Sharpe. When I hear it, I hear like something sexual. Honestly. However, I believe him as well when he talks about what Busby's trying to do. It's almost like the perfect storm. The way he's setting it up. Like, all right, we dropped the allegation, right? The next day, we're going to release a video of you saying that you would choke this woman. Now, it could be taken in so many different ways. People, let's be real, right? Some kinky women, and I've never done this, but they like to be choked on sex, right? He
Yeah.
could have been, and I ain't talking about choke to the point where you kill him, but
No.
in a kinky way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And guys and women, y'all know that. Women don't lie. Y'all like that shit, right?
Hell yeah. Yeah, they do.
But in this case, it could be the straw that breaks the camel's back, bro. Because it's just the way that it's going to be perceived. And again, the same sword they knight you is the same sword they good night you with. You're the media darling today. You got the biggest interview. You start getting very, you know what I mean, cocky, and you this and you that. And then they bring this right here to sink your shit, to show you like, nah, okay, yeah, you've done something, but you're still in our house. We can collapse the foundation anytime we want. And even though I think it's some BS, it's not going to be perceived like that because it's only that 10-minute video. We don't care about that shit.
Nope.
This little clip is out there, and you said you was going to choke this woman. You a big, strong, black, burly mob. You know what I mean? sound like the lady's white.
Young.
That element right there is like this big, black, strong, you know what, the G word. I don't want to disrespect this. Is going to choke this little white woman because they're having a disagreement. But hey, you want the $100 million? That's what comes with the $100 million club, baby. So come with it.
Yeah.
But what's your thoughts?
Well, I agree 1,000. One, I think it's a shakedown. 100%.
Mhm.
When you look at the text messages, and if you guys are reading them, you see some of the language that's being used. These two were obviously, they had something going on. Whether that was exclusive, whether that was on some side shit, they had something going on. When you listen to the audio, one, she was setting them up there. She recording for her. What you recording that conversation for?
Yeah.
You were getting set up there. One or two, she sounds super young, man. She sounds, and I don't know this, but she sounds like a woman in her mid-20s, early 30s, maybe. And I say that because I say that these young people out here in society, they live under a different mindset. They live under a different code. And the code is record somebody saying some shit and get some money for it. Now, you said that she was an OnlyFans model, so clearly she was out here getting money anyway, right? So although I think Shannon Sharpe is 100% innocent of any wrongdoing, when you look at the optics, when you look at where he works at ESPN, and you look at the women that work there at ESPN, all you need is one woman in that damn place to feel uncomfortable about that conversation or feel like triggered. That's a new word. Feel triggered about what they heard about it and feel unsafe, and his ass is out of there. We remember what happened when Molly Karen was talking to LeVar Ball a couple years ago. And all LeVar Ball said is, you can ask me whatever you want. And she interpreted it differently. That man never seen ESPN ever again, or any other major publication for that matter, ever again. So if one of them women in that network feel threatened or feel triggered about what we heard, and it's not out the realm of speculation or imagination, he's cooked, and he may be off of ESPN, even if you didn't do it. So moral of the story from my side is, when you look at the situation, yeah, you got money, you single, you a man, you want to be out here messing with the baddest women in the world, having sex with the most beautiful women. That shit comes with a price tag. Because some of them women, although you getting your luxury out of having sex with them, they're about to get their luxury out of wiping you clean in your bank account by simple recordings, a nice little lawyer fee. She probably got some money on the side. She doing OnlyFans. She probably got some money tucked for a Busby. Busby sees this shit. It's like, all right, well, you ain't got to pay me yet. We're going to get this money. And here's the recipe for disaster. Now, do I think he's going to do jail time? Absolutely not. Do I think he'll ever see a courtroom? Not unless it's civil suit and he's doing some countersuing or anything like that. But is his image, is that damage already done? It's starting to. In my opinion, that's in play right now. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's happening after that with that.
Remember yesterday we talked about the trickle-down effect. Here's the trickle-down effect. And like you said, what is this woman doing recording? Well, why you being set up? And this is what I said yesterday. I'm like, he got to be damn near 60 years old, if not 60.
Yeah.
Why are you not married, bruh? Why don't you have a wife to go home to? And I get it. Everybody, it's different things that happen in your life. Why? But you want to be out here sleeping around and be this gigolo bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, this is what comes with it, man. This is the side of fucking the cherry on top for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because you looking at these women like a good time, they're looking at you like a payday.
Yep.
Period. So you got to be very careful. But if you was at home with your wife, none of this will be happening because you got an alibi. No, I ain't messing around at home with my wife and my family at night and not messing with these hoes in the street. Because it's a hoe. It's a whore.
Yeah.
That's all she is, and you see these guys, they get so caught up and they get in their ego because all these women is falling all over them. And it's like, think about it. Not saying that he's an ugly guy, but if you wasn't Shannon Sharpe, if you wasn't a Hall of Famer, if you wasn't on all these shows, would these women be checking for you for real, for real?
I mean, you played for the Broncos and the Ravens for 10, 12 years, a Hall of Famer, broke every record, won Super Bowls. You weren't getting this kind of attention.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's like, gotta protect the bag, bro. These guys don't protect the bag. They don't move, smart. And it can happen obviously to anybody, but it can't happen to a guy who's not out there in the street messing around.
Right. And you can live a single life. Like, we're not saying wagging our finger at you and saying that you got to be married at a certain age, but you got at a certain age, you got to know how to move, dog. And somebody damn near in their 60s that's been in the NFL and seen that life, I'm sure he's had women getting thrown at him and women at his hotel room door. All them NFL athletes did, because that's what happens. So you're not you're used to it. But it almost seems like when Shannon got into media and Shannon got more popular, Shannon got brand new and forgot everything he fucking ever learned. What y'all here messing with these young ass bitches for? I mean, I like I said, to each his own. He ain't breaking no laws. But when I heard that woman's voice and I heard how her tone, I've dealt with women like that before in my early 20s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That you know what I mean? You having fun, you enjoying yourself. Time is over. You want to move on. She thinks it's more. Y'all on the phone. She's running her mouth. She's like, man, get the fuck out of my face. I don't want to talk to you no more. We done. Get out of my face. I don't want to talk to you. And that whole choking, I'm about to choke you. That was probably some sexual shit they did. Probably turned her on a little bit. But that's exactly what she needed. And maybe in that extended version, you hear her being turned on or you hear something sexual going on. But that ain't what we need. And it don't matter now. At this point, lawyers get paid for a reason too. Tony Busby is a piece of shit, but he's a very intelligent, very methodical piece of shit. He knows what he's doing. Ain't nobody taking that away from him. He knew what that clip was going to do. And you sitting on Club Shay with your YouTube plaques behind you and all that ain't going to work, bro. Because if women already feel some type of way, and I'm sure some do, damage is done.
I want to say this though. How come these dudes like to shit on black people a lot? And I'm not saying, I'm not sure if Shannon ever did this, but when they get in position, they start shitting on black businesses, black people. But soon as somebody comes at you with these allegations, they want to come after black men.
Yep.
Like I'm starting to notice that too. Like, dog. And this might not just be for him. I'm not sure if he ever talked down on black people like some of these dudes do. But don't come crawling back now. Cause when you see that the table is jeopardized.
Yep.
So don't abandon the people that you come up with.
Yep.
And then now say, oh, they would have come because I'm black man. Nah, nigga, you ain't using that now, bro. You can't use that now. If you try to shit on us. Now, if you was always with us and you rocked out, all right, come on home, brother.
Mm-hmm.
We got your back.
Mm-hmm.
But I hate when people try to use that. Oh, he like to come after. Come on, man.
It's like the reverse side of white privilege. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got this black privilege and knowing the second that law enforcement or the second that the media comes down on you, there's this real notion that, okay, now they just after a black man. Clearly your big ass is black, right? And clearly. But you wasn't screaming all that and pronouncing all that when the shit was good. The same woman that took down Jay-Z, he also took down Deshaun Watson. He also took down other people. But we don't care about that because in the court of public opinion, Deshaun Watson's already guilty. He did all this. So F him. We're going to throw that nigga out the way. We ain't going to talk about him. Let's talk about the one that was popular. Let's talk about Jay-Z because he got off. We ain't even going to talk about Diddy, the one that's sitting in jail right now. We don't know what he did. We ain't going to bring up all the other black ones. We're going to bring up the one black man that still is good in the public eye to make us seem like a victim. But fuck all them other niggas. I ain't got nothing to do with them niggas.
Right.
I'm with Jay-Z because we were innocent and we're black. Cut that shit out, bro. I agree, man. And he ain't the only one. And, and the funny thing is, and I don't wish anything bad on anybody. I don't want to see this happen. But God forbid a Wallow get into another situation or Gilly or any of those other people. They're just trying to tear down a black man. They see a black man who's successful. They see a black man out here getting money. They see a black man out here taking care of his community, even though you just shitted on it 2 videos ago. And they want to get me. And it's an easy way out. And don't nobody want to hear that. That shit's falling on deaf ears too. It's falling on deaf ears, man. We started to get real hip to all this bullshit.
Yeah.